So what are you working on today?
Well, I'm working on this one today. I have to take this insulation out. Cut this out. You see that linkage there?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have to get in there to disconnect that. And
Okay.
then what I'll do after is I'll get a thin piece of metal
Yeah.
and come down here to here and put 2 screws in it, and then anybody can get in there after.
Okay.
And then in the front here, you see these, there's a bolt here on each side. You see them right
Yeah,
there?
I saw it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what has to be in there. Anyway, this is what the bolts look like that hold that in. This goes up like this,
Yeah.
through. That's how you tighten it. And this is how you grease it so that the steering has grease. You
Okay.
need one on each side.
Okay.
That's the proper one.
So it's a nut with a grease nipple on it.
Yeah, that's from the factory, yeah. So I think I got 2 of them here. I'll put them in so you can grease the steering.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're not getting any grease. The steering is right here. This goes back and forth.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a grease nipple, it eventually is going to get dry. Eh?
Okay.
There are no grease nipples. Now this wire here, they drilled a hole and put this wire out, then run this one over to here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to drill a separate hole and hook it up inside.
Okay.
And then you got nothing to, you don't need all this crap, eh?
Okay.
Now, I got this all loose to take out. It's bolted down there, there, and there, and I don't know how much more. But if you look, open the door at the other side. He has a brake on here already, so it's no use me putting another brake on. Just watch here. This is the caliper here.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
All it needs is some lubrication. He's good to go there. I'll just put the shifter in.
Okay.
Now, around to this side. I'm going to take this off of here and the coil. I mount it on the firewall.
Okay. What is this?
Well, this is electronic and this is a coil. Eh?
Okay.
I'm going to get it up there out of the road.
Okay.
And then this line went up here and over top. I got to get the valve cover off.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take this right off
Okay.
and put a hose on and come around to the carburetor.
Okay. Didn't you say you ought to do the manifold gaskets as well?
Well, I got to do valve cover gasket and camshaft cover gasket.
Okay.
Like, it has to be done. And this is not a vent down to nowhere.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be hooked up to the carburetor.
Okay. Okay. So
Now, on the other side, just a minute, we're up in. I don't think that's a good cover.
no, it's probably not standard from the
So,
factory.
We're going to get one. And I had to cut off or take all this insulation. That's how much
Yeah, I
we had
remember.
in
Oh
there.
wow, yeah, I remember all the insulation
And
from the
this
other
is-
day.
And this is here is full.
Wow.
That they packed around that I
Yeah.
gotta get into. Remember, it was all.
Yeah,
jammed
yeah,
in
yeah.
there?
I didn't realize it was this much though. Holy crap.
They covered the transmission all the way around.
Okay.
So then the transmission is really going to get nice and warm. I don't know. And then here I'm going to take these hoses and put them in behind here. eh?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take this chunk of wire off.
Okay.
That's a bracket to hold this one. So
Yeah.
I'll take a flat plate, I'll drill
Yeah.
a hole, put the bolt through, then through here, and we can eliminate this.
Okay.
Now this is, I've never seen this before. See that little line there? This little one
Yeah,
right here?
the little plastic one. Okay.
Well, that is supposed to go to, this is his carburetor.
Okay.
And this is the kind I'm going to put in. You see that?
Yeah.
That's where the hose goes to.
Yeah. Okay. And this one didn't have one, or
No, I'll show you what they done. They really took a brainwave. They drilled a hole in here
Oh, yeah.
and
Wow.
stuck that in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well,
that?
I guess if you need a hole, that's what you do.
But then if you put it too far, it's going to hit the back and it's plugged.
yeah. So the customer came in for power steering, and that is too finicky here. Can't let it go out the shop like this. But
Like I cleaned this up now, so at least I can get in there. And you see when they put the tank in, see that wire?
yeah.
It's flat.
Okay.
If that shorts out, you're going to burn out the wiring. These lights were put in upside down.
Okay. Yeah.
They're
Right. The
supposed to be
teardrop.
the other way.
So you're gonna fix that as well, or?
But somehow or other, I got to keep the tanks from squeezing the wires, so I don't know
Okay.
what the hell I'm going to do. Maybe I can come in lower or something.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pressure wash all this down, because look at all the grease and oil in
it's
there.
Filthy in there. I was gonna ask you about that if you were gonna do anything.
And then I got to take some more of this cotton batting out, and I have to take the exhaust pipe out.
Why?
Because the starter's down there.
Oh,
If
fine.
you look down there, there's not enough room for the starter to come back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We needs a new starter and a new carb. So that's some of the things I'm into, so one at a time.
Is it? You just gonna leave the engine in place, or you gonna take it out?
What?
The engine.
No, all I have to do is take the exhaust off
Okay.
to the back. So that means I gotta take this door off to get in there.
What about the transmission cooler? Is it okay? Is it a good one?
The
Looks okay.
transmission cooler is a good one. It's okay. It's a little too far away, but apparently it worked.
Okay. So what's this here? What are
This
these?
is a camera.
This is
right
a
here.
camera. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Backup
And then,
camera.
They put these fancy things around the edge. I'll just show you here. And really all it needed was one little screw there, right?
Yeah.
Short one.
Okay.
They siliconed it on there that you need a pry bar to get it off.
Okay.
If you ever had to take the tank off, you know, you got to think it might break down out on the lake.
Yeah. That's now when you guys are thinking like some of you guys are, well, I'm just taking it ice fishing and I'm enjoying it and whatnot, and you're taking your wife and the kids or whoever out. That's fine and dandy, but Dad built Winter Road for 50 years, used a Bombardier just about every single year, and couldn't afford to have anything break down. And so this is what he's thinking, is when the guys are coming in with like this, especially like this yellow Bombardier here, this guy's going to be using it for Winter Road. And the other guys that are coming in are commercial fishermen. You don't have time to fix Bombardiers out in the ice 10 miles from shore when you're supposed to be fishing.
The main thing is you got to be able to get at things
Yeah.
if you have trouble.
And if you have to get at it, it should be a quick disassemble to get at it. Oh, look, there's more insulation.
Yeah, well, that's what was right full. See all the insulation above the starter yet?
Yeah.
I don't know what this is all about, because he's got a foot of insulation down here.
Okay.
Can't get by. The transmission can't be insulated to heat up. So vacuum all this out and clean it up.
Okay.
And really didn't have to cut the hole here because the motors do fit without
Okay.
without cutting that off. I'll show you why the motor fits. You only need an inch of clearance there.
Yeah.
And if you want the rad back further, you shim it up in here and get the rad out on this end.
Okay.
Anyway, I want him to see
Yeah,
what's
well,
going
you'll
on.
see
So
this
all
video.
this is going up here.
Yeah.
And he's going to have another battery in here.
Yeah.
And the battery switch is going to be right here.
So you're installing 2 batteries, 2 master switches for this one, right? I think we are, anyways.
2 batteries.
Yeah.
So that's where I am. And there should be well, he's got a PCV valve here.
Yeah.
And I got to make sure it works, see? Because right now, that's straight gut. There is no valve in there.
Okay. Well, aren't valves cheap, like 20 or 30 bucks?
No, no, they're less than that. So anyway, I'll put a PCV valve in there, and then this old air breather is oil type, eh?
Okay.
So I'm going to have to put them in a cartridge type because see how small this is?
Yeah.
That's what the rebuilt carb is going to look like.
Okay.
It's bigger. This doesn't fit, so I'll put them in a dry one with
Okay.
a
I think we got some spares in the Bombardier room.
I don't know what we got.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the original, and this is an old timer, and this is the new style. So I'm going to send this in for a core to get one just like it, and this here we can send it back to him.
Okay. Well, so that's what's going on here. I took a day off from the shop because it was just so frickin' hot out. And Dad just kept on plowing through here. As you can tell, like the door got cut and he's already put everything in for the rivets and the back plate here. So it all looks good. We've already got the power steering in stock, but we have
It's
to,
not mounted yet.
it's not mounted yet. Yep.
Get around there. This little thing here is an adjuster for the brake. As you need more brake, you just adjust it. So I'm going to leave that.
Okay.
All he's going to get is dash shifter.
Okay, so are you taking that floor out then to maneuver in there
I
better?
have to take it out because I got to get my shifter in there. If you go to the other side, the shifter has to go somewhere. So I think what I'll do is I'll use this hole here for the shifter, and then we can move these lighter plugs in over here.
Okay.
He's got the radio where the shifter should be, but just move it over.
Okay, so
But, the guy that done some nice work, but he was overthinking, eh?
okay,
He got it so sealed up that if you had trouble,
you're hooped.
You're hooped.
At least the interior looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's good. And this aluminum,
Yeah.
that's just real thin skin put over top of
Okay.
the original dash.
Okay, so I guess the customer's going to see it and say yes or no, right?
No, it's going that way. That's it. We can even phone them. Or
Okay.
Tell them to watch the movie.
Any tip of the day for the guys?
Well, like that one is all right, but he went through everything, and the thing he went cheap on was the heart of it, the motor and the carburetor and whatnot.
Yeah.
You got to look them over good because it costs a fortune to redo them.
Okay.